Drop it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is Fleming's left hand rule. So, whenever we hear about this, there will be two questions that will come into our mind. Firstly, what it is and where it is used. So, Fleming's left hand rule is used when electricity or the electrical current is already being passed along a wire. Here, left, we can take it as electricity. When a current flows through a wire and the wire is passed through a magnetic field, by Fleming's left hand rule, we can tell that in which direction the force is being applied to the wire. So here, the rod can be taken as carbon because if we take steel, it would stick to the magnet. More importantly, carbon is non-magnetic. That is, carbon can carry an electrical current. A magnetic field will be formed around the carbon rod when the current flows. So by these two magnetic fields, we can tell that they interact each other and the forces will occur. As you can see in the picture, the thumb, first finger and the second finger all are at 90 degree to each other. So now let us visualize it, or you can do it by your own hands. So firstly, take your first finger and place in the line with the direction of the magnetic field, that is north to south, and take your second finger which needs to be placed in the direction of current in the wire. Now with the help of your thumb, you can tell in which direction of the motion on the wire. In this case, it is the carbon rod. By Fleming's left hand rule, we can predict that if we turn on the electrical supply, the carbon rod will move in the thumb's direction. So, by Fleming's left hand rule, it has been predicted that the rod has moved to the right. Now we all know what is Fleming's rule and how we can apply it. So, regarding this, there will be some question that will come into your mind. So, the first one would be, what would happen to the rod if the current were reversed? Can we use Fleming's left hand rule after that reversing also? So the answer would be yes. Even if you reverse the direction of the current in the rod, you can still use Fleming's left hand rule. Just like before how you did. Your first finger should be placed in the same direction as the before, in line with the direction of the magnetic field, that means north to south, and the second finger should be placed in the line with the direction of the current in the wire. That is the opposite direction compared to the before one, how we did. So by using Fleming's left hand rule, current reversed, your thumb will show you the direction of the motion of the carbon rod. So as the current reversed movement, in this case there will be opposite direction compared to the first experiment how we performed. Another question that might come into your mind is, what would happen to the rod if the magnets were turned upside down? So if you reverse the direction of the magnetic field by turning the magnets upside down, then by using Fleming's left hand rule, we can tell that the first finger will be placed in the line with the direction of the magnetic field, that is north to south, or in the opposite direction compared to the before one. The second finger will be placed in the line with the direction of current in the wire and same direction as before. By using Fleming's left hand rule, it can be proved that your thumb will now show you the direction of the motion of the carbon rod. In this case, it will be opposite direction to the first left hand experiment. So another question that may come into your mind is, what would happen to the rod if both current and the magnetic field were reversed? Can we perform the left hand rule still now? So the answer would be yes. If you reverse the direction of the magnetic field by turning the magnets upside down and also reverse the direction of the current in the rod, by using Fleming's left hand rule, your first finger should be placed in the line with the direction of the magnetic field, that is north to south, or in the opposite direction to before. Now the second finger of yours will be placed in the line with the direction of current in the wire, which would be opposite to the direction compared to the before one. By using Fleming's left hand rule, current and field reversed. So your thumb will show you the direction of the motion on the carbon rod. So as the current and the magnetic field is reversed, in this case we would find that same direction is there as compared to the first experiment which we did. So the last and important question that may come into your mind is, what would happen to the rod if the magnetic field was stronger? So Fleming's left hand rule tells us that even if the strength of the magnetic field is increased, we can use it to show that nothing changes and the rod will move in the same direction as before. However, if you increase the strength of the magnetic field, then the force applied to the carbon rod will increase. So it will move faster. So there will be an important note to you that the same thing will happen if you increase the current flowing through the rod.